Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video on the Infinite Tech YouTube channel. Today we're going to be reviewing one of my favorite tablets, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S2 9.7 inches. This is a great Android tablet, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who is in the market for one. It is especially good for travel with its lightweight and very skinny form factor. Let's start off with the build quality of the device. To the right side, we have our power button and our volume rocker. The left side of the tablet's pretty clean, but you can already see how thin it is, and it really shows when you're holding it. To the back of the tablet, we have our 8 megapixel camera, Samsung branding, and the model number. And finally, to the front of the device, we have Samsung branding at the top and our home button that does house a fingerprint scanner. We also have capacitive home keys such as the multitasking and back arrow that both are backlit. And finally, to the front, we have our 2 megapixel front facing camera. The performance of this device is outstanding. I haven't noticed any lag or stuttering since I've got it, and it also multitasks really well. Some of the key features here is split screen multitasking. You can add 2 screens at once, and then you can add another app at the bottom. You can also adjust the size of which app you want bigger on the display. It's a very useful feature for anyone that has to copy and paste quick links. And it's similar to the feature on Android Nougat, where you can double tap the multitasking button to get to a previous opened app. The screen is also really good on this tablet. It's 1536 by 2048, and it's a Super AMOLED display. The only downside to the screen is that it's really overly saturated, which is something that Samsung tends to do with many of their screens. But nevertheless, it's great to watch movies and videos on. Now, powering this device is a Exynos 5433 octa-core chip, which does really well with handling all the multitasking. It comes with 3 GB of RAM and a Mali T760 for its GPU. I have run many games on this, and you can check those games out on my 5 best Android games for this week. And as you guys may see in that video, it runs all the games flawlessly, and there's no lag or stuttering. The fingerprint sensor on the tablet's really good too. It's fast and responsive, and you don't have to hold your finger there for long. Let's move on to the speakers of the tablet. And I may have forgotten to show the bottom side of it. We have a micro USB charging port, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and 2 speaker grills on either side. The speakers do sound pretty good, and I'll give you guys a quick test right now. As you guys can hear, the speakers do sound pretty good. They don't have that much bass, but they do have some, so it doesn't feel like it's just like a flat sound. Overall, it's a great device for viewing media on, especially since the speakers and screen are so good. Now we'll move on to the camera of the tablet. The rear-facing camera is an 8 megapixel, and the front-facing camera is a 2.1 megapixel. The rear-facing camera also is wide. It has a wide lens, so you can capture quite a bit. It's not the best camera though, which kinda sucks. You can choose from different modes if you want 3.7 megapixels or 8 megapixels. But I wouldn't recommend this to take any high quality photos, and you guys won't be very pleased with it if you try. Maybe if you have really good lighting or go outside, you might get a decent shot, but I wouldn't recommend this. I would probably just use your smartphone instead. The UI is pretty simple. We have an auto mode and we have a pro mode. The Pro mode is a lot harder to use, and I don't like futzing with it. I just use the auto mode if I ever want to take a photo with this tablet. It also has panorama, continuous shot, HDR, night mode, and where you can download some photos. Overall, it's not a bad camera, but it can be better. The front-facing camera isn't any better. It has fuzzy shots in low lighting, and it only does decently well outside, so I wouldn't recommend taking any selfies with this tablet either. Now, battery life is definitely the worst part about this tablet. The battery doesn't last long at all. It'll only last you about 1 day. For me, I'm a pretty moderate user and I only get about a day out of this. You can make it last longer by turning on different battery saving options, but it's still not a very good battery, and it's something that they really should work on their next model. The UI is pretty good on the tablet, and it does come with a lot of different settings. You can turn the brightness up and down, TouchWiz. They've really improved TouchWiz for this experience, and it's got a lot of different features in their quick settings, such as reading mode, ultra power saving mode, which I'll get into a little later in this video, S-Finder, private mode, and you can even hook it up to a TV if you have a Samsung TV through SmartView, where it will mirror whatever happens on your tablet. Now, in my opinion, ultra power saving mode is the coolest thing on this tablet. It basically only uses a very small portion of the display and displays very few apps, such as internet, calendar, and clock. You should only really use this mode when your tablet has really low battery. The only apps you can add besides internet, calendar, and clock is Memo, where you can take quick notes. When you launch the internet, your tablet screen is black and white, and there are no other colors on it, no matter what page you open. You can always get back to the home screen, and it even tells you the battery percentage and how much time there's left on the tablet. Overall, this is a great Android tablet, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who's in the market for one. Especially since it'll probably go on a deal since it is Labor Day weekend. Thanks for watching another video on the Infinite Tech YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.